we'll do a pretty vigorous practice. Nothing crazy, but I tend to do slower stuff, and I think especially on a day like today where there's this energy in the air, we should get it out, you know? So we'll start slow, we'll build up to it, and we'll get back to normal. So let's start seated. Let's just start comfortably seated, whether you want to sit cross-legged or in virasana on your shins with your knees together. You can also put something underneath you. If you do have blocks or blankets or something you could use as a block or a blanket, please grab that. And then sit nice and tall and let the palms just rest on the thighs to start. Close the eyes and start to feel a slight tilt of your pelvis forward and back, really slow and subtle, but you're moving. So at first you tip the pubic bone forward and you'll feel the sit bones lift up and you find yourself almost like you're in a cow pose, arching. And then do the opposite as you drop the tailbone, the front of your pelvis will lift and you'll find a little bit of a curve in your spine. And it's not super big. We're not doing cat-cow yet. We're just finding the pelvis, getting in tune with your body as it is today. And then continue moving, but make your movements even slower, even smaller. Like you tip forward, but I can't even tell you're doing it. You rock back, but no one can see it. Until eventually you find stillness somewhere in the middle. So there's a piece of you that's still tipped forward. There's a piece of you that's rooted back. But it all happens simultaneously, and that's what holds you here, rooted into your floor, allowing you to breathe full inhales and extra long exhales. And in this position, nice and rooted, pelvis neutral, spine nice and tall, flip your palms now to face up. Just relax them on the thighs, palms facing up. Now they're in a gesture of receiving as we take some deep breaths together. So first open your mouth and exhale all of your breath out, completely out to empty. Seal your lips and then inhale a third of your breath, like a third of the way full into the belly and hold. Inhale another third into your rib cage, almost full, hold. And then inhale all the way at the top of your chest, so full of breath, you can't hold it, you can't breathe in anymore, and hold it there. Open your mouth and exhale everything out, all the way down to the belly. And then again, seal your lips, inhale a third of the way into the belly, hold. Inhale another third into your mid rib cage, sides of the waist, hold. Inhale above the chest to your collarbones, all the way up to your full capacity of breath. Hold and retain your breath full of air. Open your mouth, exhale, let it go. One last time. Inhale into the belly. Hold. Inhale, ribs. Hold. Inhale all the way to the top. Hold it. Quick sip of air through your mouth. 2 more sips. Open your mouth, exhale, let it all go. Normal inhale. Normal exhale. So good. Drop your head. Before blinking your eyes open, you can, if you would like to choose an intention for practice today, it could be to find your breath wherever you are, whether you're holding a pose for a long time and you're getting distracted with the things you got to do. You tell yourself, return to the breath, and you feel your breath wherever it's happening the most. Maybe you have a mantra. Mantra can be anything, any string of words that tunes you back into yourself. Maybe it's a dedication to a person or to a cause or something that is bigger than yourself, or it's just an idea. It could be the idea of gratitude. It could be the idea of feeling powerful, of forgiveness, of love, whatever is speaking to you today. And when you're ready, when you've got something, blink your eyes open out to the floor in front of you. And then lift your chin back up level. Good. If you're sitting cross-legged, just switch your shin so that you sit with the other shin in front just to get even. If you're on your shins, as I am, you can just stay. And then take a big sweep of your arms out and up. Lift up the bottom ribs. Reach up through your ring fingers. Stretch nice and tall. And exhale, drop your right hand to the floor, left arm up and over your ear. And turn your chin to look under your left armpit. I'm not mirroring you, so just do right hand down, left arm up. One more breath. Exhale, come back up, lift both arms up, breathe in, lift the bottom ribs up. Breathing out, left hand down, right arm over your ear, rooting your right butt into the floor, turning your chin to look under your right armpit. One more inhale. And exhale. Lift both arms up. Good. And now take your left hand to your center of your chest and reach your right arm out like you're about to do a waltz. And at first, just take your fingers and tap, tap, tap in the center of your chest and your thymus gland. It's the center for your immunity, which we could all use a little of right now. It's also kind of comforting just to touch your chest in this way. It feels safe. Good. And now stop tapping, but just rest your hand there. And we're going to do breath exercise where we inhale and switch the arms and then exhale this way. So it's going to sound like this. So it's Kapalabhati. There's no inhale. It's just exhaling naturally. If you're pregnant or if you don't want to do this kind of breath exercise, if you've had stomach surgery or something like that, you can still do the arm motion, but take a slower breath, like inhaling and exhaling. Start as you're ready and then just keep going. So either exhale, 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 or inhale, exhale. Whatever breath you're doing, close your eyes and feel your fingertips tapping in the center of your chest. Keep it going. If you're doing Kapalabhati, if you are just focusing on the exhales, make it cathartic. Let go of what you don't need. Push it out, out, out. A lingering thought that holds you back. A judgment. A person that's bothering you. Let it go. Who needs it? Out, 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 out. If you're doing the long breaths, feel the inhales come in long and cool in through your nose and your throat. Feel the warmth of the exhales going out in one long breath. That's it. 20 more seconds. Out, 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 in, out. Whatever you're doing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, big sweep of the arms up towards the ceiling. Hook your thumbs above your head. Hold your breath. Keep retaining your inhale. Relax the eyebrows, relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. I know, keep holding. Where can you relax further? Quick sip of air. 2 more. Open up, exhale, palms landing on your thighs, face up. Normal breath in. Normal breath out. Good. Bring your hands up to your shoulders. Lift your elbows, armpit height. This breath, you're going to turn to your left and inhale through your nose, and then turn to your right and exhale through your nose. So it looks and sounds like this. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. You can start whenever you're ready. And this can go faster, this can go slower. It feels like it is a nice twist. So when you turn to one side, you might get a little crack. Inhale, exhale, left, right. And you're turning on your spit. So it's the rest of your body from your head to your tail stays rooted into the earth and up into the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. You're just spinning around yourself like a little top or a dreidel. Hanukkah was just the other day. Lift your elbows, Sam. Keep it going. That's it. And now if you want to think metaphorically, as you turn to your left and inhale, you're taking in what you want, or coming upon a new year. Maybe you're setting goals or manifesting things you want, or just future tripping on what a new year might bring us. Inhale and exhale. So taking in the good, taking in fresh air, what you want. And on the exhale, you turn out and you let it go. Doesn't need it anymore. Out. Inhaling and exhaling. It's filling yourself up, and then it's letting go. It's a purge to the right. Good. 20 more. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow it down. Take an inhale, sweep the arms up and over your head, hook your other thumb on top, hold your breath full of air. Quick sip. 2 more. Open mouth exhale, pop the cork, palms facing up on your thighs. Normal inhale. Normal exhale. So good. Blink the eyes open, lean forward, move anything that was from underneath you out of the way, and make your way onto hands and knees. Palms underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Good. And inhale, tilt the pelvis forward, lift the pause here in your cow pose. Feel your collarbones broaden more right and left. Take one more breath in. And then on your exhale, tuck your toes, round your spine, dropping the tail, lifting the rib cage, and let your head go, and find your cat. And pause here, taking a full breath in and out in your cat. Think like you're really exaggerating the shape like a Halloween cat. One more breath in. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, point your toes, arch up, look up, cow pose. Exhale, tuck your toes as you round for cat, and then move through your cat cows, switching what your feet are doing so that you can start to open up the arches of your feet as you open up the arches of your back. Take your full breath in and out for each. So your full inhale takes you to the full expression of cow. Your full exhale takes you to the full round cat. Take 3 more like this. One more. Good. Point your toes, come back to a neutral place. And now look forward out in front of you so that you're not looking up, you're not looking down, but you're just looking out. And then take your right arm up, back, and around until you flip your wrists and all 5 fingertips point towards your knee. Yeah. And as you do this, just keep looking forward the whole time. Rather than, I know I say to follow the arms, but we're not going to do that right now. So you lift the right arm back and it's flipped. Looking forward, do the same with your left. Lift the left arm up, back, and around until it's flipped. Now all 10 fingertips should be flipped back. Good. Keep looking forward. Take your right hand again, sweep it back behind you, flip the palm forward, and now it's the right way. Keep looking forward. Take your left arm up, back, and around, and now it's the right way. And then keep going. Up, back, and around. Up, back, and around. They're all flipped. Up, back, and forward. Up, back, and forward. They're all normal. And now just keep going like this. We're opening up through the shoulder joint, creating a little bit of heat. It's also pretty much a core exercise. Do you feel that, Sam? Yeah. She doesn't feel it in her core. She must have abs of steel. I feel this in the core. If you're moving around a lot, you might not feel it, but if you're trying to be stable, then you'll feel it in the core as well. Let's do one full round. So right hand flipping back, left hand flipping back. One more, right arm forward, left arm forward. Good. Tent up your fingertips, get a little bit higher away from the ground. Peel your right arm up like you're swinging open a barn door, lean back, and then thread the needle. Slide your right arm underneath your left wrist. Your right temple will come to the mat and your hips stay up over your knees like in tabletop. Yeah. And then you can keep your left arm where it is. I'll turn around so I can see you a bit better. You can keep your left arm just kind of tented by your side, or you can lift it up. You can just kind of let it hang in space there, or for more contact, it might feel nice to either put your hand on your low back, just kind of like you're making a teapot shape, or go ahead and half bind it, flipping the palm so the bony part of your hand is on the outer right hand. And crawl your right fingertips away from you. Try to even roll further onto your right temple to turn. Yeah. And then pull your right butt back. And one more breath. Exhale, return the left hand to the floor by your face. Come up, sweep your right arm up, open the barn door. And then swing it back the way you did before, so the right fingertips point towards your knees. So just the right hand is flipped, the left hand is forward now, and circle around your right palm. At first, just travel your body, go forward, right, back, left, forward, right, back, left, and then start to take your head and your hips around with you as you find cat-cows along the way. So you're arching and rounding, but you're moving fully throughout your space. And then switch your direction. Go left, back, right, forward, counterclockwise. Exactly. So nice. Beautiful. Hold it still. Look forward, flip your left arm up, back, and around. All 10 fingertips point back towards your knees. Yep. And then we're going to find quicker cat-cow. So it'll be like inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. It doesn't have to be as fast as I am. It can be faster. It can be slower. If you're arching and rounding, I lost my AirPod. You might lose a ponytail. You just flip on a switch and you go for it. Arch and round and arch and round. From the pelvis, from the tailbone, arching and rounding. Inhale, exhale. Agitating yourself to create something new, like you're an oyster polishing a pearl, arch and round, releasing some heat like steam out through the crown of your head as fast as you can for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow it down. Neutralize, look forward, flip your right arm up, back, and around, your left arm up, back, and around, and you're back into a neutral tabletop. Tent the fingertips, get a little higher away from the mat. Swing your left barn door open, back bend, and then thread the needle. Slide your left arm underneath your right wrist, drop your left temple to the mat. Yeah. And then you can take your right arm up into the air. You can half bind it, or you can just lay your palm right on your sacral plate, right on the low back. Rolling onto your left temple to turn and look up. Pulling your seat back, both sides, but just attempt to create space in both sides of your waist. Sam, lift your hips up rather than in child's pose into tabletop. So walk forward a little. That's it. One more breath. Exhale, return the right hand to the floor by your face. Swing your left barn door open. And then come down with your left wrist flipped, your right hand plugged in. Circling around your left wrist, last bit here on all fours. Going whatever direction you're going, whichever direction you started going, get your head and your hips involved. Finding cat-cows through the lens of a sphere. Make this big. Any tempo, probably slower, so that you can really feel every section. And then go the other way. Three, two, one. Back to neutral, look forward. Flip your right arm up, back, and around. All 10 fingertips forward. Option to stay exactly as you are on your knees, but if you're feeling crazy, tuck your toes and find plank. Yeah. And now, whether you're in plank or tabletop, look forward. Left arm up, back, and around. Right arm up, back, and around. Left arm up, back, and flipped. Right arm up, back, and flipped. Hard to talk and do this. You're doing it either in plank or on hands and knees, looking forward the whole time. I'm going to watch you for a second. Lower your hips if you're in plank, Paul, so that you're actually in plank. Yeah, so nice. Beautiful, Emily. Looking forward the whole time so you're nice and long through the spine. Yes, Josh, that's it. Beautiful. 10 more seconds, whether you're in plank or your tabletop. 8, 7, 6, 5. Try to keep steady in the hips. 3, 2, 1. All 10 fingertips forward. Lift your hips back, down dog. Wow, guys. Walking out your dog. Yes, or child pose if you need a second. Good. Just a little drive-by dog here, and then we're going to rest the arms. So feeling it out, bending one knee, straightening the other, heel towards the floor, wagging your tail side to side, shaking your head yes and no. And then walk your hands back to your feet and forward fold the back of the mat. Yeah, head heavy. Make sure your feet are hips distance, so put 2 fists in between your inner arches. And then hang and let's hold opposite elbows. Cup the center of your elbow and the center of your palm. Play with the weight in your feet at first. Go forward to your tippy toes like you might lift the heels. And then go backward to your heels like your toes could come off. Shifting forward and back, kind of like how we started with the tilt of the pelvis up and down. Until you're finding yourself middle, which is really towards the balls of your feet here. Most of the weight is in the balls of your feet. And stay there. Head is heavy. Feeling the past that lives in your back body and the shell of your back and spine and those hard muscles there. All of that just drip down, coming out of your skull. Little bend to the knees so you might be able to rest your chest, your lungs towards your thighs. Tilting the pelvis up so the head can drop. One more breath. And then exhale, release the elbows, let the arms dangle like spaghetti. Keep the weight forward, keep a little bend to your knees and roll up to stand. Once you're there, pull your shoulders up, back and down. Arms down by your sides, palms facing forward. Palms open so that the thumbs back and your collarbones can broaden. Chin is level, like a grapefruit away from your chest. Blinking the eyes open if they're closed. Take an inhale and sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, open them wide and fold. Inhale, half lift, hands to your shins, look forward. Exhale, fold, drop down, let it go. Inhale, rise again. Lift the arms out and up. Stay standing. Exhale, through a prayer at your chest. Drop the arms down by your sides, reset. 2 more. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, fold again. One more time. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, through prayer, drop them down. Inhale, you lift. Exhale, fold. This time, inhale, half lift. And exhale, walk your hands forward to a plank pose. Take 1 breath into your plank, kick through your heels, look forward as we've been looking forward. And then keeping hands and feet there, exhale, hinge from the hips back to down dog. So you know you've got this perfect measurement. You've got your hands and feet, hips distance, shoulder distance, and then a plank's length apart. Pull the mat apart, push forward through your thumb mounds, through that muscle in your inner hands. And then pull the mat backwards with the big toe mounds so that the inner heels kind of wrap back. And instead of letting the knees buckle, you wrap the inner knees forward so that your legs become these 2 DNA spirals of energy, lifting up through the butt bones, dropping down through the heel bones. Inhale, pull forward to plank, look out. Exhale, hinge back to the dog, bend the knees. Inhale, plank. Exhale, dog. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Again, hinging and unhinging from the hips, as fast or as slow as you want to go. Inhaling and exhaling, forward and back. Look forward as you go forward. Bend the knees in your dog so that you get springy and you can propel yourself through to a plank again for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your dog. Float your right leg up, breathing in. Exhale, your knee to your nose. Really try to touch knee to nose. 2 more. Inhale, back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, back. Exhale, knee to nose, and then gently step your foot through to your thumb, right where you want it, so that your knee is directly over your ankle. Good. Lower your left knee down. Nice. Point your left toes. And then reach your arms forward as far as you can reach, and just drop your head for a moment. Really feeling this stretch in the front of your left thigh. Your knee might nestle into your armpit, which feels nice. And it's also helping roll the left or that right collarbone more to the right, so you can kind of bring your knee to the right more. Yep. 1 more full breath in. And then out, look forward, reach your arms forward, and then keep reaching the arms forward as you come up. Yeah. Hold opposite elbows above your head. Make sure your knee stays bent at 90 degrees. Press down to the shell of your left foot, the top of it, especially the pinky side edge. And as the pinky side edge of your left foot pushes down, you can wrap your left outer hip forward. Cup the elbows, lift them, but then hollow out the armpits to relax the shoulders. Keep all of that. Lean your pelvis forward more, your pubic bone forward, your navel forward, your sternum forward, and then take everything up into the air and arc it back. Yeah, really nice. Turn your right inner knee forward more so it's not going out, Erin. Yeah. 1 more breath. Exhale, circle the hands down to the mat. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee, and then straighten your right leg by pushing the right foot into the ground so much the ball of your right foot pushes down, and then you pull your right outer hip, outer thigh in up and back. So the ball of your right foot pushes down, the right outer hip pulls back, your femur bone pulls into the hip socket. And then everyone lift your left heel as high as you possibly can. There's time when you want the heel grounded and you're in this pyramid pose, we're gonna do it like this. So lift the left heel and see if that allows you to lift your whole butt up higher. Yeah, you can put your hands on blocks as well. If you don't have blocks, you can just tent your fingertips. But see how it feels for a moment. We did this the other day, to drop the heel and see how your whole shape kind of collapses and you're a little more crunched in your back. When you lift the heel and you get perked up there, then your butt gets perky and you can fold a little bit nicer and do this beautiful stretch, and it looks really nice and tall. It's a bigger shape. 3 more breaths. Find length between the spaces of your vertebra on the inhales. And then maybe you fold a little bit deeper on your exhales. 1 more breath in. And out. Rebend the right knee. If you have blocks, move them out of the way. Plant your palms and then swing your right leg up and back again. Good. Press forward through your thumb mounds, backwards through your left big toe mound, and then bend the right knee and open up the hip and move it around freely. Take big circles through your right hip, like you're stirring your femur bone into the bowl of your pelvis. Pull your left thigh bone up and back. Make sure your left knee stays pointing forward. Roll out your ankle. Good. And then re-extend the right leg straight out from the hip. Take a breath in. 1 time exhale, knee to nose. Step your foot through to your thumb. And this time come up warrior 2. Ground the back heel. Open up, back and around, and settle. And I'm just gonna turn around so I can see you. Bend into your right knee enough to get it over your ankle. Shift forward and do that so that you're really getting in. And then keep that in your right knee, in your front leg, and shift back so that the shoulders frame your hips and you're even in both feet. Flip the palms up, relax the collarbones, relax the shoulders. Look over your open right hand, but know that your left arm serves back behind you with the same amount of force. Inhale, straighten the leg, pushing the floor away from you with the ball of the foot. Lift the arm. Exhale, rebend into your warrior. 2 more, inhale, lift. Exhale, rebend. 1 more, breathe in. Last time, breathe out. Keep the knee bent, tilt backwards, right arm over your ear, left arm light behind you. And then exhale, lay your forearm to your thigh and take your left arm over your head. Use the right forearm to graze the hip open. Move your own right shoulder away from the ear and find this really nice diagonal from your left outer heel, up your left outer leg, up your left outer waist, all the way up to your left pinky finger. And roll your right lung towards the sky. So nice. 1 more breath in. Exhale, cartwheel the hands to frame your right foot, step it back, down dog. Press forward through your thumb mounds, backwards to the big toe mounds, tilting the pelvis up, dropping the heels down. Inhale, pull forward to a plank pose. Keep your arms like they are, keep your toes like they are. Look forward and just drop your pelvis towards your wrists so that you stay on tucked toes, your thighs stay lifted. Kick back through your heels and roll the shoulders down. 1 more breath. Your elbows might bend a little. Keep looking forward. Exhale, hinge it back. Down dog. Now, pause for a second and lower down to your knees. Do you all have blocks or something that you can use as blocks? Yeah. Take something. You don't have to have this. If you can share blocks and everyone can have 1, put 1 in the middle of your mat. If you have 2, put 2 in the middle of your mat on the medium height. If you don't have any, you can still do everything. It's just, this is going to make it a little easier. Put it across like a wall, Paul. Touching. Yeah. And then find plank pose and find your up dog again with your pelvis resting on your 2 blocks. You have some support here. Nice. Now take a breath in. Exhale, hinge it back, down dog. Inhale, look forward. Your pelvis takes you all the way through to up dog. Exhale, hinge it back. Your pelvis takes you back to down dog. So like before when we did plank to down dog, now we're doing up dog to down dog. Still the same, moving forward and back from the pelvis, looking forward the whole time until your ears rest in line with the biceps. Keep it going as fast or as slow as you want to go. That's it. So nice. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. If you have blocks, lower your knees, move them out of the way, and we'll meet right back in your down dog. Good. Left leg up, breathing in. Exhale, knee to your nose, curling your knee to nose, maybe to your forehead. 2 more, inhale back. Exhale, knee to nose. 1 more, inhale back. Exhale, knee to nose, step your foot through to your thumb, exactly where you want it. Give it a boost if you need, so that the left knee is right over the left ankle, and drop the right knee down. Point your right toes, take your hands forward, and just drop the head, and let your spine round for a moment. Focusing on opening the window of your right thigh. Pressing down already through the top of your right foot, to the pinky side edge of it, so that as you push down to the pinky side edge of your right foot, you can wrap the right outer hip forward more. Your left knee nestled into your left armpit for support, for scaffolding, and for moving your left collarbone right. Sorry, left, moving your left collarbone left. 1 more breath. And then in your legs, get light on your hands and look forward, reach forward, then arc up. Good, hold opposite elbows, just grab the other forearm on top. Press down to the shell of your right foot, pinky side edge wraps the right hip forward. Make sure your left knee stays bent completely at 90 degrees over your left ankle. Pelvis forward, navel forward, sternum forward, lift up, arc back. One more breath. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Tuck your right toes, lift your right knee. Even now, look forward as you start to straighten your left leg. Push the ball of your left foot like you're trying to plug it into something underneath you. And then pull your left femur bone up and back into the hip socket. Maybe find blocks under your hands if that felt nice on the other side. Lift your right heel super high. Just see what it feels like for a minute to drop the heel. You just kind of get smaller. So for today, we're lifting the heel so we can get perky and perk your seat up more. And with this height, you might be able to drop your head down further, getting your head towards your shin. Keep fighting for the left foot to plug in, but the left hip to pull back so it's really lit up, this tug of war in your left leg. 2 more breaths. After your next exhale, rebend the left knee, move blocks out of the way, plant your palms, and swing your left leg back. Down dog split. Push forward through your thumb mounds, backward through your right big toe, and then bend the left knee and open up the hip. Move it, move through your hip, move through your knee, move through your ankle, stir the femur into the hip socket. Pull that right thigh bone up and back. Wrap the right inner knee forward, and then lift the right armpit. Good, re-extend the left leg straight out behind you. Exhale, knee to nose. Lightly step your foot through to your thumb and come up now, warrior 2. Open up the arms and settle. Good, relax the shoulders, shrug it off. Bend into your left knee, even shifting the weight forward to get it to 90, and then keep that, but shift the weight back enough that the shoulders frame your hips and your weight is even in your 2 feet. Palms flip up. Look over your open left palm, but reach back through your open right palm. And then 3 times, inhale, straighten the legs, lift up. Exhale, rebend and settle. 2 more, breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more, inhale. Exhale, stay in your warrior. Keep the knee bent, tip it back, reverse, getting this long length of your left side waist. So that now as you exhale, you can drop the forearm down to the thigh, take your right arm over your ear and twist. You turn. You're getting a side stretch in your right side, but you're twisting your left. You're turning your left lung to the sky. Use the left forearm to keep grazing the hip open. Keep pressing down through your right foot back there. Find that diagonal from right outer heel, up the leg, up the torso, up the arm to your right pinky finger. Yeah, 1 more breath. Exhale, hands down, step it back, down dog. Inhale, pull through to your up dog. Imagine the blocks are there underneath you, only lower that much. Exhale, hinge it back, down dog. 2 more, inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Look forward until you're not. 1 more, inhale, up. Exhale, down. Walk your hands back to your feet. Forward fold to the back of your mat, feet hips distance. Hold opposite elbows, the one that you didn't hold the first time. Drag the elbows down, heavy your head, tilt your tailbone and butt bone up. Let the head be heavy down. Through the lips. Take that, yes and no. All right, keep holding your elbows in your hands. Bend the knees a lot. Stick your butt backwards and then lift the elbows so that the ears are in line with the biceps. Yeah, I'm gonna come forward a little so you can see me a bit better. So lift your head up even more so that you're finding your head into your tail in a long, kind of flat back parallel to the mat. Yeah, good. Bend the knees more, stick your butt back more, pull the elbows forward more. Keep your knees this bent. Hinge the upper body up more. Now find your chair. Yeah. Stay bent in the knees, inner knees forward, inner heels back. Cup the elbows up, wrap the bottom ribs in, lifting up through the pubic bone, dropping down through the tail. So 1 more breath in. Exhale, stand tall. Lift the arms up. Breathe in. Breathe out, opposite elbow and sit right back down. Inner knees forward, inner heels back. Elbows cup up, outer arms wrap in. 1 more breath in. Exhale, hinge from the hips forward. Stay sitting low in your chair, elbows forward. Take a little snapshot of yourself. Bring the weight forward into the balls of your feet. 1 more breath. Exhale, lower it down. Good. With your arms crisscrossed, just grab your ankles. Whatever hand is grabbing in front. Yeah, bend the knees as much as you need to. Take your bottom arm out, lean back. Swim, stroke it forward and grab the opposite ankle. Take your other bottom arm out, lean back. Swim, stroke it forward and grab the ankle. And just take a nice big swim here. Now you can look at the arm that's moving the whole time. Going around and around for 5 more breaths. Two more. And then pause. Relax the arms. Take an inhale, half lift. And exhale, walk forward to a down dog. Yeah. Little bend of the knees, little tilt of the pelvis, lungs to thighs. Good. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose, step your foot through to your thumb. Inhale, drop your back knee down, point your toes, reach your arms forward and up, come all the way through to Anjaneyasana. Let's take 1 more breath in. Exhale, hands down. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee, straighten your right leg, full breath in. Fold a little more on your breath out. Inhale, rebend the knee. Exhale, plant your palms and swing your right leg back. Down dog, split, breathe in. Breathe out, bend the knee, open up the hip. Inhale, re-extend it long. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through to your thumb, warrior two. Full inhale, sit a little lower on your exhale. Keep the knee bent, flip your right palm up and over your ear, breathe in. Breathe out, come to your side angle, either forearm to thigh again, or if you want to bring your hand to the floor inside of your foot, if you want to add any half binds, sliding the bony part of your left hand to the outer right hip, or like we did in the beginning, bring the palm to your low back and just find your little teacup there. 3 breaths, lengthening through the head on the inhale, turning your right lung up to the ceiling on the exhale. Find the weight even in both feet. 1 more breath in. Exhale, release any binds you've got. Hands down to frame your right foot. Step it back, down dog. Like a wave, inhaling to up dog. Exhaling to down dog. Left leg up, breathe in. Exhale, knee to nose. Step your foot through to your thumb. Right knee down, point your toes. Arms forward, out and up. Anjaneyasana. 1 more breath in, lift up and back. Exhale, hands down. Tuck your right toes, lift the right knee, straighten your left leg and fold. Breathing in, lift the right heel. Breathing out, drop the head. Inhale, rebend the knee, plant your palms. Exhale, swing it back, down dog, split, breathe in. Breathe out, bend the knee, open up the hip. Inhale, re-extend it. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through to your thumb, come up, warrior two. Full inhale. Sink a little lower and stay up on the exhale. Flip the left palm up, tip it back, breathe in. Breathe out, your side angle, forearm to thigh, right arm over, or slide your left hand to the inside of your foot floor or block. Take your right hand where you want it, maybe on your low back, maybe flip the palm and half bind, twisting and turning to lift your left chest towards the sky. 3 breaths. Press down to the right heel. Telescope through the crown of your head, forward. One more breath in. Release any binds you've got. Exhale, circle the hands down to frame your foot. Step it back, down dog. Like a wave, inhale through to up dog. This time exhale, lower your knees, point your toes, bend the elbows and melt down to the mat. Take one ear down. Let's all take the right ear down. Arms by your sides, palms facing up. Maybe some swaying of the hips side to side, otherwise stillness, slowing down your breath. And your forehead to the floor. Interlace your hands into a fist to your low back. Try to close your wrists. Zipper your legs together. Press down through all 10 toenails. Keep your legs down. Punch your fist back so the shoulders lift. And then just slide the nose forward to lift your head and chest up. But keep your legs down for this first one. Press down through the toenails, through the legs, through the pubic bone. Punch your fist up off your butt and back towards your heels. Headlong. 1 more breath. Exhale, release the left ear down, the right arm the arms by your sides. Stillness, maybe a little sway. Second set, forehead down. Interlace your hands the weird way, other thumb on top. Close your wrists together, press down through your toenails, punch your fists back, lift the shoulders up. But now, as you inhale, lift your head and chest up and lift your feet up, trying to get your ankles in the same height as your wrists, in the same height as your shoulders. And then after everything lifts up, then you pull it apart, you stretch it longer. Inner heels wrapping up, inner thighs wrapping up, point the toes. 1 more breath. Exhale, deflate, right ear down, arms down by your sides, palms face up. One more. forehead to the floor. Either do the same thing we did, interlacing the hands at your fists, or if you want to do bow with me, bend your knees, grab hold of the tops of your feet with your two hands. Already lengthening yourself out by lengthening the knees forward, lifting the shoulders up, breathing in. And then exhale, go for it. Kick your feet into your hands, slide your nose forward and lift your head and chest up. You're trying to kick the feet away from you as much as you pull them in. Yeah, rock the weight forward, but then lift the head and chest up so that this one isn't trying to get longer forward and back, but you're trying to lift your feet up, almost like your toes could touch the crown of your head. Kick, kick, kick. That's it. One more inhale. Don't fling the feet. Exhale, gently release. Left ear down, arms down. Release. Maybe a little sway. And then come over and flip onto your back. Come on to lie down. Bend the knees, plant your feet, hips distance. Reach your fingertips forward so that you can graze your heels. And then inhale, lift your hips up to a bridge and interlace your hands into a fist. Shimmy the shoulders together, roll the inner forearms down. Try to lift your pelvis up as high as your knees. Lift the chin a little away from your chest so you can breathe. One more inhale. On the exhale, keep your arms where they are. Keep your hands into a fist, but lower your hips down. Just sit on your wrists. Yep, just giving yourself a rest, but also a stretch in the shoulders, a little bit of a bind, cutting off circulations to the arms for the second that we're in. 3 more breaths. One more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift your hips up. Lift your arms up and tap your fingernails to the floor behind you. Lift the hips up as high as your knees. Take a breath in. Exhale, simultaneously lower your hips down, reach your arms forward and drop the hips and the hands down by the side. 2 more rolling bridges. Inhale, peel your hips up, lift your arms up and over. Exhale, lower down, pulling your tailbone longer as you drop the hips. One more time, inhale, lift up. This time, keep your hips into a fist. Interlace all 10 fingers, roll the inner forearms down, chin a grapefruit away from your chest. Other thumb is on top in this second bridge. Draw your knees forward, press down through the whole feet. There's a little bit of support in your glutes so that you might feel like they're squeezing, but don't hold on for dear life. They're just there to support the low back. You don't want to just like tighten, 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 and clench, which clenches your jaw. One more breath. Exhale, sit on your wrists one more time. This might be super uncomfortable. This might not feel like anything, but try to relax through the facial muscles as best you can. One more inhale. Exhale. One more round of rolling bridges. Peel your hips up, take your arms up over your head, tap your fingers. Exhale, lower it all down. 2 more, breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. And exhale, arms just down by your sides. Good, your whole back is on the mat now. Lift your right leg up into the air. Interlace your hands behind your right thigh. Kick up through your right heel, but then pull your right thigh bone down into the hip socket. Your leg is going to stay at 90 degrees. So you're not trying to pull it into a big hamstring stretch. You're just neutralizing through your spine. So kick up through the heel, down through the thigh. Let there be a little tug of war as the arms try to draw the leg in, but then press your thigh into your palms just as much so that it doesn't actually move. One more breath. Exhale, figure four, your foot over your right thigh. Switch your hands, lift your left foot up and grab your hands, interlace your hands behind your left thigh. Now pull your left thigh in towards you, but use your right elbow to wrap your right hip away from you. Lengthen the tailbone forward so there's a little space in your low back. Relax the shoulders, relax the face. Relax your left foot. One more breath in. And out. Drop your left foot down. Cross your right leg over your left. And then shift your hips a little to the right and let your crossed legs go over to the left. Twisting, you can hold your knees with your left hand, open up your right arm and turn to the right. One more inhale. Exhale, look up to the ceiling. Move from your pelvis to come onto your back again and plant your feet to the floor. Left leg up, interlace your hands behind your left thigh. Kick up through the left heel, root down through your left thigh bone. The arms trying to pull your leg in, but then you resist and you push your left thigh bone into your palms, fighting for this 90-degree angle here. Stabilizing and grounding your bones. One more inhale. Exhale, hook your foot over your right thigh. Switch your arms, lifting your right foot up, interlace your hands behind your right hamstring. Pull the right thigh in towards you, but wrap your left hip out away from you, maybe guiding it with your left elbow. Lengthen out through the tailbone forward so there's space in your low back. Relax the shoulders. Slide the back of your skull longer. Relax your right foot. One more breath in. Exhale, drop your right foot, cross your left leg over the right. Shift your hips to the left and then let your crossed legs drop to the right. You can put them on a block too. I forgot to say on the other side. You can put your knees on a block. You can hold them with your right hand. You can reach your left arm out to the left and twist. Your gaze is either over your left arm or you can just gaze up to the ceiling because you're already in the twist. One more breath in and out. Looking up to your ceiling. Move from your pelvis onto your low back. Plant your feet, shift your hips to the middle, and we'll finish it all with a happy baby. Grab the outer edges of your feet. Lengthen your tailbone forward, kick up through both heels. Roll the shoulders down, trying to draw your knees towards your armpits. You could stay here, or maybe there's a little rock side to side. Bend one knee, straighten the other leg, straighten both legs. Flutter through your lips. Let your tongue fall out, make your face really big and wide, open the eyes, and then scrunch everything really nice and small. One more breath in. Exhale, Shavasana. Extend your legs out, make yourself warm and comfortable, maybe sliding a blanket over you or a pillow under your knees or head. Palms facing up to receive the benefits of your practice, letting it wash over you in the form of imaginary rain coming down from above. All of the effort that you've done, the hard work, is like fire coming from below the earth's surface, heating you. And then the fire moved into our atmosphere, meeting the cooler air, forming steam, maybe a little bit of sweat, rising up to the clouds and above that. And what follows is the grace, the rain, showering over you now. Nothing left required of you. Just breathe in, receive, breathe out, surrender. Slowly start to deepen your breath. Begin to make small movements through your fingers and toes and rock your head side to side. Like a wave, take an inhale, sweep your arms up over your head, point your toes forward and stretch. Exhale. Roll side seat. Keeping your eyelids heavy or even closed. Sit up nice and tall, and let's bring both hands up to the heart, one on top of the other. Warming your heart space. Open your mouth and exhale completely out. Seal your lips and inhale slowly from the belly, up to the ribs, up to the collarbones. Hold. Open mouth, exhale. Bowing your head down. Recalling whatever it was that you brought into your practice, seeing it again, that person, that word, that feeling, that idea, that connection to your breath. Namaste. Thank you.